Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Matt Lepinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that 150,000 Bitcoin can enter into the market if Mt. Gox creditors can get back a part of their Bitcoin, what they have lost many years ago. And this could be actually a black swan event for Bitcoin and pushing the prices further down. When it will happen? Okay, well, let's talk about it. Okay, then we have Elon Musk, who is basically pulling out of the 44 billion Twitter deal. He announced this on the 8th of July, and now he might face a lawsuit from Twitter because of this. Then another thing we should talk about, what's going to happen this week, and it's important that the consumer price index is coming out on the 13th of July, which is on Wednesday. It can actually make some changes on the market. Then we have here Michael Saylor, who is actually said in an interview that Ethereum is obviously a security. And this is also very interesting, I think. Okay guys, all this in today's video, so let's start it. And don't forget, if you would like to get the fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom, because I'm bringing them for you. Also, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget, check out the links under this video, because there are many useful ones. For example, if you would like to get your hardware wallet, for instance, from Ledger, because you do not trust the centralized exchanges and lending platforms, there's a link. So you can get it from the right source, and this is very important, so not buy it secondhand and all these kind of things. Okay, and now let's have a look at the market. We can see that Bitcoin is basically going sideways in the last 1 hour, but most importantly down 4% in the last 24 hours. And Ethereum also about 4% down. Bitcoin is now $20,508, while Ethereum $1,148,000. Then we can look at the winners in the last 24 hours, where we can see Chiliz is up almost 6%, Monero about 4%, and Aave about 1.5%, so not too strong in the top 100 as we can see. And definitely we have more cryptos going down in the top 100. Steppen about 10% down, Quant about the same, and Convex Finance 8.39. These are the top 3 at the moment. And when we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can see that yes, we had this kind of very short since the 3rd of July until the 8th of July. So in the 5 days, tiny little rally. All the way it went up to 22, but looking at this candle, you can see that the bears pushed it down, and after a candle like this, a daily candle like this, it was really possible to have a downward trend continuing, and this is what we're witnessing right now. What is also very important and interesting, put it this way, it's how this inflation looks like. And look here on the Twitter, you can see this. And this goes from January 2020. So here you can see the counter as it goes like July. And look, all the way what we see here, inflation, it's all in negative. And then as we move towards today, basically, already in 2021, look, you can see here, especially here, corn getting now here massive. Here we're still okay with the gas prices, but then, as we do know now, the energy prices have a significant increase. Look at this, as we're going now, getting into this year, January, always here, even wheat, but now look, gas is getting crazy, and well, this is where we are right now. I mean, we are in July, but until June, this is what we have. So, well, strangely, orange juice is like a negative, but everything else, it's highly inflated, and this is just happening since January 2020. I think this is a very interesting one. Okay, and now let's move on to the first topic, and the first topic is all about this Mt. Gox case, that maybe the people who kind of lost their money getting part of the Bitcoin back. 150,000 Bitcoin can enter into the market pretty soon, maybe. So many years ago, we had this Mt. Gox case because, it was very, very famous. It caused a big downwards trend, drop of cryptocurrencies, drop of Bitcoin back then when, that many 85,000 Bitcoin was lost. And, the trial and all these things are on for a while, and so now the prospects of the rumored 150,000 Bitcoin flooding to the market gets real, as Mt. Gox creditors choose how much money to receive in actually cash, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So in fresh correspondence date, July the 6th, so basically just last week, attorney Nubaki Kobayashi appointed trustee in the Mt. Gox rehabilitation process, confirmed that he was preparing to make payment to account holders. So in official correspondence, Kobayashi did not give an exact date for the payment to begin. This is actually very difficult because, if he announced it, then it can cause some panic on the market. This could be the next black swan event maybe for Bitcoin, because we do know what has happened. So basically, rehabilitation plan was originally approved back in 2018 and confirmed in October 2021. Out of the initial, as I said, 850,000 Bitcoin lost by Mt. Gox decline, only a reported 150,000 has been recovered. And this is the amount which can actually enter into the market. Here we have see a couple of potential black swan coming, and here is number one is when the Mt. Gox victims finally get their Bitcoin released. Then we have, tethers collapse, unable to redeem, ? Obviously. When we have total stock market crash. So some others, as you can see here at the end. Peter shifts by Bitcoin. This is the fun part of it. So yes, if this really happening, this is now the update from last week, then 150,000 Bitcoin is kind of a lot, and this can further bring down the Bitcoin price. We do know the exact date when it's going to happen, but it looks like it will happen. So, question marks all over the place. Okay, now next topic I would like to discuss, it's all about Elon Musk, who is basically pulling out of the 44 billion Twitter deal. So basically, Elon Musk does all these kind of things, if you think back when it was announced that Tesla is accepting Bitcoin as a payment, and then he pulled out, said, no. Now, again, something, of course, totally different situation, but however, the case is that, again, pulling out, this time Elon Musk from this 44 billion Twitter deal. It was announced on the 8th of July. And Bloomberg reported that on the 10th of July that the company has hired a corporate law firm, Watchwell, Lipton, Rosen and Cutts, and will bring the case to the Delaware Court of Chancery, a non-jury trial court that deals with corporate law in the state of Delaware. So, some people believe that Musk's move to terminate the deal could just be another tactic to renegotiate terms of the pricey agreement. So basically, maybe this is just a trick from Elon Musk to push down the Twitter deal even further, make a better buy. It can happen, obviously, but I'm not sure that it's it's actually good for Twitter if they can sell it. So not sure that all about this lawsuit is all about just find a new price for it, or what will happen. But it looks like he pulls out of this original one. Right. The next topic I would like to discuss is what can we waiting for next week. What is the important thing? And this is definitely the CPI data coming out on So yes, as we know that we're waiting every single month now, the CPI data, how the inflation looks like, and if it's getting worse and worse, we panic more and more. And we do know, obviously, we don't know that what will happen this time. It will be again like something like last month. You look, if you're looking at this market watch, then it shows that it's coming out. So this Wednesday on the 13th of July, and last time it was 8.6. Now they expect to have 8.8, so actually a higher one. So we'll see what will happen. If it's higher than this, then it's pretty bad. If it's higher than last month, it's also not a great thing, but at least that's what they're waiting for. If it's lower, this would be actually a surprise, but this will come out on a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Okay, so this is important to watch, because that can definitely move the market. Okay, and one more thing I would like to talk about is an interesting statement from Michael Saylor, who is saying that Ethereum is obviously a security. So there was an interview with Michael Saylor, and Michael Saylor said that Ethereum is obviously a security. And which is interesting in a way that back in the SEC was saying that Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodities, and let's see all the other altcoins. And recently Gary Gensler were saying that Bitcoin is a commodity, not mentioning Ethereum, and now having a Michael Saylor saying that Ethereum is obviously security. Here are his words, that I think Ethereum is a security. I think it's pretty obvious. It was issued by an ICO. There's a management team. There was a pre-mine. There is a hard fork. There is continuously hard forks. There is a difficulty bomb that keeps getting pushed back. And actually, they also asked about Cardano and ADA, and his response was, I think all of the proof-of-stake networks are securities, and they are very risky. It's above my pay grade. The regulators will decide whether or not they allow them to continue or not. They don't allow them to continue, basically. So, but one thing is, I think it's interesting that so Michael Saylor argues that if there is a protocol, you can keep changing on it, these kind of things, then this makes it a security. On the other hand, when we're looking at Bitcoin, we shouldn't forget about what happened with the SegWit back in 2017, or we had on the 12th of June last year, Bitcoin miners signaled their support for an upgrade. The 9% consensus, the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade was not finalized until November 2021 and finally activated as a soft fork of the protocol at block 7, okay, that's the number, doesn't matter, on the 14th of November last year. So there are upgrades, and actually it's possible. So just an example, like Bitcoin is limited in 21 million, but it's very, very unlikely, but just theoretically speaking, if 90% of the miners would vote that it shouldn't be 21 million, but then more, actually it can be changed. And so it's not guaranteed that it cannot be. It's unlikely. This is obvious, but it can happen, and change. Things like SegWit and something happening in the Bitcoin protocol. Therefore, if this is the argument, this is a bit interesting. But on the other hand, I do agree with many other things what Michael Saylor was saying. So, and if it is now security, I mean, it will be in that category, that how it will impact the price of Ethereum, what will make the Bitcoin, more people will shift to Bitcoin. Okay, so, but there are huge fans of, Ethereum. There are many, this is a huge community. The whole, DeFi NFT space is based now on Ethereum mainly. So, but still, interesting questions. We do not know what the future will bring. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Don't forget, now during my holiday here in Greece, I'm doing videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So the next video will be on Wednesday. So I will be back. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content, what I'm making during even my holiday, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel to get the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. And I wish you an amazing day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.